Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Ray's Reviews. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the strategic moves that Crypto.com has made in the months of August and September, and what is coming next for Crypto.com. So let's go. Alright, since my last video, the Crypto.com CRO utility token has definitely shot up a lot in value. It's now trading at about 19 cents, and of course this value will continue to fluctuate up and down in the short term, but I do believe that there will be continued upward movement in the long term. With all the continued momentum in the space, I'd be surprised if this value does not continue to shoot up further. But again, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. And with that said, let's talk about some of the big moves that Crypto.com has made since my last video and why they are important. So number one, Crypto.com expands insurance program to one of the industry's largest at $750 million. So this new insurance policy is going to be effective September 6, 2021, and it makes Crypto.com's insurance program one of the largest in the industry. And this is absolutely insane because it shows how serious Crypto.com is about security. After all, if you are trusting a platform with your hard-earned crypto, you want the peace of mind that your assets are secure. In fact, on the company's website, there's actually a dedicated page about security that you should definitely check out. I'll read one of the company's mission statements, which is, "We believe that security and data privacy are the foundations of achieving mainstream cryptocurrency adoption." And the fact that Crypto.com is investing so much into security and insurance, in my mind, shows how serious they are about mainstream cryptocurrency adoption, but doing things the right way, which is to kind of keep the user's security and safety in mind. And to really attract new users, especially to obtain mainstream cryptocurrency adoption, you need to treat security really seriously. People are basically investing their hard-earned dollars onto your platform, especially in a new space, a new asset class where they may not be 100% comfortable with yet. In an emerging space like crypto, I think that safety and security has to be number one in order to achieve mainstream crypto adoption. Sort of like kind of how PayPal changed the sentiment of shopping online, making sure it was safe for shoppers to do so. The average user entering into a brand new landscape of cryptocurrencies, they're going to have more limited knowledge. So the fact that Crypto.com is, not just spending excessively on marketing and ignoring the back end like safety and security is pretty important. And I feel that it's a really good move on their part. All right, number two, if you are a basketball and an NBA fan, you're gonna love this one. So the Philadelphia 76ers announced Crypto.com as their official jersey patch partner. The NBA team, the Philadelphia 76ers, are going to be Crypto.com's first partnership into the NBA, and the 76ers will also be launching their first ever non-fungible token NFT for fans to purchase through Crypto.com NFT. Now this news is absolutely huge, as you know how big the NBA is and how much of a global audience the NBA has. And if you're a basketball fan, you know that the 76ers are a hot team in the NBA with star duo Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons looking to challenge for an NBA championship this year. The 76ers are definitely a team on the rise, and I definitely think they're going to make the NBA playoffs. So think about all the marketing exposure that Crypto.com is going to get with their logo on the Philadelphia 76ers jersey when people are watching the playoffs. The NBA playoffs each year attracts millions of viewers. So think about all the eyeballs that Crypto.com is going to be able to attract. And the 76ers could also just be the first starting launchpad into the NBA. Think about all the future NBA team partnerships that Crypto.com can do in the future if this partnership goes well. And just imagine if NBA stars started tweeting about Crypto.com, how crazy the marketing exposure would be. This is a dream for a second, but just imagine if LeBron James made a tweet about Crypto.com. So I definitely think that the NBA strategic partnership with the 76ers is, simply huge for Crypto.com, and it really sets them up strategically for future NBA partnerships. Okay, number three, Crypto.com is ranked in the top 10 digital bank in Asia. So neobanks are really expanding in Asia. And what exactly is a neobank? Because I didn't really know what a neobank was in the beginning either. But a neobank, or sometimes referred to as a challenger bank, they're basically fintech firms that offer apps, software, and other technologies to streamline mobile and online banking. So they're basically a strong alternative to traditional banks. And neobanks are really gaining popularity in Asia because traditional banks charge huge amounts of account maintenance charges, and on top of that, they offer extremely low interest rates, like 0.01%.
What?
But neobanks like Crypto.com, they don't have any account maintenance charges, and they also pay you to keep your crypto on their exchange through the Crypto Earn program. I know myself, for example, I'm always frustrated because at my traditional bank, if you don't have a $5,000 minimum, you're charged $29.95 per month. This is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. And if you do keep investments with traditional banks, they pay extremely low yields, like 0.01%. And that was what initially attracted me in the first place to companies like Crypto.com due to the extremely low yields that traditional banks offer. Not just in Asia, but worldwide, I think more and more people are getting fed up with high bank fees and low yields. And they're going to be turning to neobanks like Crypto.com to offer them the things that they're missing in the traditional finance world. So the fact that Crypto.com is gaining very strong popularity in Asia is insane because you know the amount of users that Asia definitely has. And I wouldn't be surprised if they started climbing the ranks of the most popular neobanks in Asia, once again, due to mainstream crypto adoption. All right, number 4, Crypto.com brings automated tax reporting to the UK. Taxes. Now, I know some of you think taxes are super boring, but hear me out. Crypto.com is making it even easier to file tax returns for UK users through automated tax reporting. Now, this service was previously available in Canada, the US, and Australia, but now Crypto.com is expanding this service to the UK. So in a matter of minutes, UK Crypto.com users, they're able to easily access their taxable gains and losses on the exchange. They're able to take a look at all the relevant crypto transactions and download the file for tax filing. Now, one of the things that really impresses me a lot about Crypto.com is that they're making all the right moves to be regulatory compliant. They want to stay compliant and they want to ensure that their users are compliant. There's just so much red tape in different jurisdictions globally, and Crypto.com is really trying to position themselves as this global crypto company that really takes regulatory compliance seriously. And again, it may seem like boring news, but it's really important because it shows that the company cares about doing things the right way, and they want their users to also operate in a tax compliant manner in their respective jurisdiction. In fact, take a look at this small video clip from Chris Marszalek, the Crypto.com co-founder and CEO.
Regulation is absolutely necessary, and because the bottom line is markets need clarity and consumers need protection.
So again, you don't want a company to be just all about hype and onboarding new users. You want to ensure that they are also considering all aspects of the business, including compliance and regulation. All right, number 5, following several partnership announcements with major sports brands, Crypto.com enters esports for the first time as Fnatic's global cryptocurrency partner. They entered into a $15 million multi-year deal to sponsor Fnatic. Now, if you don't know anything about Fnatic, they are a global esports performance brand headquartered in London, and they are laser focused on esports, helping to level up every gamer. Some of the games that you probably heard of before are Counter-Strike, League of Legends, and Dota 2. And Fnatic as an esports team is one of the most popular esports teams in their respective arenas. Think about how popular these games like League of Legends and Dota 2 are, and how many gamers they attract on a daily basis. These games have a massive global following, and Fnatic is one of the leading teams in Southeast Asia and a major powerhouse in all of esports. Esports is a massively growing sector, and esports stars are treated like rock stars now. Oh, why couldn't I be younger? So, I'm just going to go over a little bit of Fnatic's company's history. So Fnatic, leading esports in the West. Our history is unparalleled. Founded in 2004, we are one of the most successful esports brands of all time, winning more Tier 1 game tournaments than any other team globally. Winning is in our DNA. Today, driven by our ability to advance esports performance, our strong results, as well as a growing fan base, we're the world's third most watched esports brand in 2020 esports breakthrough year. Fast Company also deemed us sixth in the most innovative gaming companies of 2021. It's inevitable then that some of the world's most forward-thinking brands, including AMD, BMW, Hisense, Monster, and Jack Links, choose to communicate to young people through Fnatic. And now you can add to this list Crypto.com. And if you look at their current jerseys, you see that Fnatic, some of their existing sponsors, large multi-billion-dollar organizations, Monster Energy, AMD, BMW, you can now add to that list Crypto.com. Esports, like cryptocurrencies, are growing like crazy. And for Crypto.com to sponsor Fnatic is a win-win situation in my book. Both platforms can really leverage off each other's growing user base and continue to grow market share from there. All right, number 6, partnership with Paris St Germain, or PSG. Now, this news is absolutely huge. If you are a football fan, you know that Paris St Germain, or PSG, is a professional football club. They compete in Ligue 1, the top division of French football, and they are by far France's most successful club. But even if you know nothing about football, I'm sure you heard of this guy. That's right, Lionel Messi, one of the biggest stars in all of football and one of the world's highest paid athletes in terms of earnings. Now, Lionel Messi left Barcelona after 18 great years as they couldn't come to terms with a new contract this year. And if you are a football fan, then you probably already know this. But if you don't, Lionel Messi signed with a new club this year after 18 years with Barcelona, and that club, none other than Paris St Germain, or PSG. Now, all football eyeballs are on Messi and PSG to see how well Messi integrates with his new team. And this is arguably football's biggest superstar. So think about all the eyeballs that are always following Messi and tracking every one of his moves, watching his football highlights. Think about Messi wearing his new PSG uniform, and perhaps there could be a Crypto.com logo on it. If there is going to be a Crypto.com logo on the uniforms, can you imagine the brand exposure this is going to bring to the company? A lot of people are going to learn about Crypto.com just by following the PSG club. I think this was an insanely strategic move and can only bring about more crypto mass adoption to Crypto.com. Just like with their partnership with the Philadelphia 76ers, entering into the avenue of football is going to only onboard more and more Crypto.com users, and Crypto.com is really starting to have this omnipresence. They're pretty much everywhere. All right, number 7, and lucky number 7, and possibly the best for last. And this is one of Crypto.com's strategic key hires in August. As you already know, Crypto.com is on a mission to cross the 100 million user mark by 2023, which is absolutely insane. That's only 2 years away. And although they haven't released updated user numbers since back in February of 2021 when they crossed the 10 million user mark, I guarantee you that in October 2021, that number is a lot higher than the 10 million user mark. And in order to really achieve this plan, they made a key strategic hire back in August, and that is none other than Henrik Johansson, the former Spotify exec that was head of growth. Now, prior to joining the cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com, Johansson led global growth at Spotify for 8 years. When he joined Spotify, the platform had 36 million users, and today it has over 360 million users. Johansson basically helped 10x the number of users at Spotify, and he will be in charge of 10xing the number of users at Crypto.com in 2 years. This is a pretty ambitious goal as the platform aims to onboard 90 million users in a 2-year time span. But I do believe that if anyone is going to be able to do it, it is Henrik Johansson. And Spotify themselves are, a great and growing company. So for Henrik Johansson to kind of really make that career transition after investing 8 years at Spotify, a growing company and not a dying fish, it truly believes that he believes in Crypto.com, mainstream cryptocurrency adoption, and that he can help Crypto.com achieve their mission. So I'm really excited about the direction of Crypto.com and all the strategic partnerships they've made. And it seems like they're making all the right moves, not just for marketing and onboarding new users, but also in taking regulatory compliance seriously, like expanding their insurance offering as well as expanding their tax reporting. What is coming next for Crypto.com? So in the month of October, we have the Cronos Mainnet launching on October 19th. So what exactly is Cronos Mainnet? Cronos is the Ethereum virtual machine that is running in parallel to the Crypto.org chain. And this is massive news as Cronos is its own blockchain separate from the Crypto.org chain. And this new sidechain allows you to basically scale up the transaction volume. So the easy way to think about it's almost like Crypto.com has its own Binance Smart Chain. And this is crazy news as this will allow people to start building smart contracts on the Crypto.com chain and other decentralized applications. And the other major update coming from Crypto.com is the launch of the US exchange. Right now, US users don't have access to the fully functional exchange and has to rely on the app. And while it's simple and easy to use for novice users, more advanced users want to be able to control their spreads and have more functionality like limit orders and also have the ability to access margin. This is similar to how Coinbase has their core mobile app, but they also have Coinbase Pro, which allows more advanced users additional control. So I think when these Q4 2021 updates come, it can only mean big things for Crypto.com. And to summarize, let's just take a quick look at some of the partnerships that Crypto.com has to date now. This is completely insane, and all these new partnerships I think are really going to drive the consumer confidence for new crypto users, especially for someone brand new to the crypto space and someone who doesn't know which company to trust. But when they see all these brands that they already use and love and that these brands are partnered with Crypto.com, they have that instant trust and credibility in the company. And Crypto.com is right up there, in my opinion, with Binance and FTX and all those other popular exchanges. And if the management team is able to continue to execute, then in my opinion, this will be the premier global crypto company to onboard new crypto users in the years to come, as I think it has such a unique value proposition versus its competitors. So I don't want to make this video too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you do, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment below on what future content you'd like to see. In my next video, I am going to be talking about the unique positioning of Crypto.com versus some of their other competitors. But of course, as always, please make sure you do your own due diligence on everything and anything. Don't trust anyone blindly, including myself. Do your own due diligence, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take care.